Where are all the remote jobs?
Oh, they're overseas and in smaller US cities because it's cheaper for companies. The first sentence of this article says remote jobs aren't disappearing. They're just moving out of expensive coastal metros like New York and San Francisco. The article goes on to say it's more cost efficient for companies to move some positions abroad as wages in the US are often double or triple those of the workers in other countries like Mexico, India, and the Philippines. And even up here, it says companies are creating new Zoom towns overseas and in the pockets of the US Midwest. Now, specifically for people who have 0 to 3 years of experience, I think it's very important to be realistic with what opportunities are accessible to you. You might see content like the video that I'm stitching right now where they're saying like, don't worry, the promised land is coming. Remote opportunities are going to come eventually, which is true, of course. But you also have to take into consideration the fact that a lot of people have been laid off and there's a lot of highly qualified talent looking for work. Those are the people that are going to be more likely to get the remote job over people who don't have as much experience. Because with more experience, you get more leverage. When I read this article, it kept reiterating the fact that companies are desiring people who live in smaller US cities. And almost immediately, it reminded me when I was first looking for work after I graduated college, and all the positions were in the most random places. There were so many jobs in Lebanon, New Hampshire for some reason. And of course, Groton, Connecticut, which is also like a very small, not that populated city in Connecticut. Look, there's not much in Groton, and honestly, I did not enjoy living in Connecticut. Nonetheless, after I graduated, I was very open to moving or driving as far as I had to drive because it was so hard to find an opportunity. I drove 56 minutes, 51 miles every single day from Winthrop Ave, which is in New Haven, all the way to Groton, where my company's headquarters was. Did I enjoy this long commute? Absolutely not. Did I enjoy going to Groton every day, driving in snowstorms? No, but I understood that it's what I had to do. And by doing that, I now am able to work remotely whenever I want because I have the experience, which gives me leverage. It's just some food for thought for people who are looking for work and specifically trying to target remote jobs. Some of them are being outsourced overseas, and for the ones that remain in the US, it might require you to move to a city in the middle of nowhere. And even though it sucks and absolutely nobody wants to commute to the office, trust me, I love working remote. But sometimes you really might have to just make that sacrifice of driving from New Haven all the way into Groton for the time being.